Veronica Stansel was my amazing mom.
All of the names on this recording,
Freddie Garza was my 42-year-old son.
all of the names on these hearts, and all of the faces on these portraits represent lives lost to COVID-19.
Regina Ng, my mother.
These chairs are a reminder about the specific impact here in Irving.
Each chair that's out today represents each life lost in Irving, Texas.
There are more than 160. They are all part of this closing ceremony for the Yellow Heart Memorial at the Jack D. Huffman Community Building. An audience is watching on Facebook Live as local survivors share their stories.
Jerry, within 2 days, was at 104.5, and the doctor said, get him to the hospital.
Tell me who's with you today.
This is my granddaughter, Anna, and she was very close to her pop-pop. Where's your heart? And hold your heart up. We just want people to know it's not just numbers, it's faces, it's lives. Jerry was a wonderful husband. He was an adored pop-pop. You miss your pop-pop? Yeah, you do. She still has a lot of memories of him, and so does my oldest grandson, and I hope that that continues, but I'll make sure that they do remember, because he loved them very much.
This has been really hard on all of us, especially the kids.
The family members at this ceremony share their heartbreak in the hopes of making a difference. They know numbers on the news do not tell the whole story.
More than 500,000 Americans have now been killed by the coronavirus.
I think people are just numb to the numbers, and I don't want my mom to just be a number. I want her to be remembered for the wonderful, amazing person that she was.
We will never let our loved ones be a number.
Irving resident Rosie Davis started the Yellow Heart Memorial after her mother died from COVID.
My mom's last words to me were, when you get to heaven, we're going to look for each other.
Her grief led her to action and advocacy. She connected with New Jersey teen Hannah Ernst, who started making these portraits of COVID victims after her grandfather died. What kind of response have you gotten to this display in Irving?
It's just been amazing. I mean, the amount of support and love and appreciation people have towards what I'm doing and what Rosie's put together, it's just unlike anything I've ever seen before.
The response was bigger than they ever expected, with people sending in names and requesting portraits from everywhere. How does that make you feel, just to know that you've been able to make this difference and this impact?
Sometimes it's hard for me to wrap my head around it. But, in the midst of my own grief, I'm helping other people that are grieving as well.
The memorial is coming down, but the work isn't over.
It's far from over. This is just the beginning.
A Yellow Heart Memorial is now up in Long Beach, California, and there are plans in other places as well.
One in New York, in Queens, and then we have one in Ohio.
South Africa, you told me?
South Africa, and also in the UK. And then one in the Philippines.
And all of this started with you right here in Irving, Texas.
Yes.
She puts together packages to help cities create their own memorials with Hannah's portraits, yellow hearts, and more. For her and others involved, it's all about sending an important message.
Even if you're not one of these people that believe in COVID, or if you're not one of these people that wear a mask, look at what's going on. These are lives. These are lives that have been lost. These are loved ones.
I know people are tired of wearing masks. They're tired of their lives being restricted. But you know what? We're tired of people dying.
Not only are they sharing publicly, they support each other through Facebook groups for victims.
I feel like only they understand what I'm going through, what my family's going through.
I love you, Mom.
A day after that closing ceremony, Rosie Davis joined volunteers to start taking down Irving's Yellow Heart Memorial. She carefully removed her mother's portrait, knowing that there are many more ways ahead to honor her memory.
This memorial has gone where I never imagined it would go.
It is a memorial motivated by grief that they share in hopes of saving lives. Thomas Gandy for City Source.